Chapter 6 Coding with Python Conditional Statements. Python conditional statements are a lot like how we make choices and decisions in everyday life, and they are essential tools for programming logic and automation. Learning outcomes. Children will be able to understand the significance of conditional statement in Python, learn to use various conditional statements. Neha: Hey Tia, I'm learning about Python programming and I came across something called conditional statements. What are they? Tia: Oh, hi Neha. Conditional statements in Python are like decision-making tools. They help the program make choices based on certain conditions. Neha: Choices? Like what? Tia: Let me give you an example. Imagine you are writing a program for a game. You want to say, if the player's score is above 100, show a winning message. Otherwise, show a losing message. Neha: Got it. So it's like making decisions in the code based on whether something is true or false. Tia: Exactly. You got it. Neha: Nice. I'll try using them in my program. Thanks, Tia. Python conditional statements are like decision-making tools that help us make choices based on certain conditions. Let us understand with an example based on everyday scenario. Example: If it's raining, I'll take an umbrella. In daily life, we use if statements to take action based on a specific condition. If it's raining, the condition, we take an umbrella, the action. Conditional formatting can help make patterns and trends in your data more apparent. To use it, you create rules that determine the format of cells based on their values, such as the following monthly temperature data with cell colors tied to cell values. Conditional formatting is a feature included in the popular spreadsheet creation programs like Excel and Google Sheets. This feature automatically applies formatting, such as font color or bolding, to a cell when the data in that cell meets specific criteria. Conditional statement. Decision-making is as important in any programming language as it is in life. Conditional statements help to make a decision based on certain conditions. These conditions are specified by a set of conditional statements having Boolean expressions which are evaluated to true or false. The conditions are evaluated and processed as true or false. If this is found to be true, the program is run as needed. If the condition is found to be false, the statement following the if condition is executed. Python has several conditional statements that are used in decision making. If statement. 2. If-else statement. 3. Nested if statement. 4. Nested if-else statement. 5. If-elif ladder. 6. Shorthand if statement. 7. Shorthand if-else statement. If statement. The if statement is the most fundamental decision-making statement in which the code is executed based on whether it meets the specified condition. It has a code body that only executes if the condition in the if statement is true. The statement can be a single line or a block of code. The if statement in Python has the subsequent syntax: if expression, statement, hash. If the condition is true, the statement will be executed. Illustrative examples. Example 1. Num is equal to 5. If num is greater than 0, print num, is a positive number in double quote. Print this statement is true in double quote. Hash. When we run the program, the output will be 5 is a positive number. This statement is true. Example 2. A is equal to 25. B is equal to 170. If B is greater than A, print B is greater than A in double quote. If-else statement. An if statement can be followed by an optional else statement which executes when the Boolean expression is false. The else condition is used when one has to judge one statement on the basis of the other. The if-else statement in Python has the following syntax: if condition, hash will execute this block if the condition is true, else hash will execute this block if the condition is false. The following flowchart explains the working of if-else in Python. Illustrative example. Num is equal to 5. If num is greater than or equal to 0, print positive or 0 in double quote, else print negative number in double quote. If-elif-else statement. In this case, the if condition is evaluated first. If it is false, the elif statement will be executed. If it also comes false, the else statement will be executed. The if-elif-else statement in Python has the subsequent syntax. If condition, body of if-elif condition, body of elif, else, body of else. The following flowchart depicts the working of if-elif-else statements. Illustrative example. We will check if the number is positive, negative or 0. Num is equal to 7. If num is greater than 0, print positive number in double quote. Elif number is equal to 0, print 0 in double quote, else print negative number. Nested if statement. A nested if statement is one in which an if statement is nested inside another if statement. This is used when a variable must be processed more than once. If-else and if-elif-else statements can be used in the program. In nested if statements, the indentation, white space at the beginning to determine the scope of each statement should take precedence. The nested if statement in Python has the following syntax. If condition 1, hash executes if condition 1 is true. If condition 2, hash executes if condition 2 is true. Hash condition 2 ends here. Hash condition 1 ends here. Illustrative examples. Example 1. Num is equal to 8. If num is greater than or equal to 0, if num is equal to 0, print 0, else print positive number, else print negative number. Example 2. Price 100, quantity 10, amount price multiplied by quantity. If amount is greater than 1000, print the amount is greater than 1000. Elif amount is greater than or equal to 800. Print the amount is between 800 and 1000. Elif amount if greater than or equal to 600. Print the amount is between 600 and 800. Elif amount equals 200. Print amount is 200. Else print the amount is less than 2. Nested if-else. As the name suggests, nested if-else statements are nested inside the other if statements. That is, a nested if statement is the body of another if statement. We use nested if statements when we need to check secondary conditions only if the first condition executes as true. The nested if-else statement in Python has the following syntax. If test expression 1, hash executes when condition 1 is true. Body of if statement, if test expression 2, hash executes when condition 2 is true. Body of nested if, else. Body of nested else, else. Body of if-else statement. The following flowchart depicts the working of nested if-else statements. Example. A is equal to 20. If A is equal to 20, hash first if statement. If A is less than 25, print A is smaller than 25. Else print A is greater than or equal to 25 in double quote. Else print A is not equal to 20 in double quote. Shorthand if statement. Shorthand if statement is used when only one statement needs to be executed inside the if block. This statement can be mentioned in the same line which holds the if statement. The shorthand if statement in Python has the following syntax. If condition statement. Illustrative example. I is equal to 15, hash one line if statement. If I is greater than 11, print I is greater than 11. Shorthand if-else statement. It is used to mention if-else statements in one line in which there is only one statement to execute in both if and else blocks. In simple words, if you have only one statement to execute, one for if and one for else, you can put it all on the same line. Illustrative example. Hash single line if-else statement. A is equal to 3, B is equal to 5. Print A is greater in double quote. If A is greater than B, else print B is greater in double quote. Output B is greater. Hash single line if-else statement with 3 conditions. A is equal to 3, B is equal to 5. Print A is greater in double quote. If A is greater than B, else print equal in double quote. If A is equal to B, else print B is greater in double quote. Output B is greater. Flashback. Conditional statement helps into making a decision based on certain conditions. The conditions are evaluated and processed as true or false. Python has 7 conditional statements that are used in decision making. The if statement is the most fundamental decision-making statement. If-else is used when both the true and false parts of a given condition are specified to be executed. By declaring all of the conditions in a single statement, we can reduce the number of codes that must be executed.